Chad will come up. Honored guests, as you take your seats, we will be joined by this year's graduates of the Columbian College of Arts and Sciences. Graduates and honored guests, please rise and welcome the faculty of the Columbian College of Arts and Sciences. Graduates and honored guests, please welcome the Dean of the Columbian College of Arts and Sciences and his distinguished guests.
Please be seated. Good morning, graduates and honored guests. I'm Chad Heap, the Associate Dean for Graduate Studies in the Columbian College of Arts and Sciences. On behalf of Dean Paul Walbeck and the faculty of the Columbian College, I'm delighted to welcome you to this celebration of our master's degree candidates in the 202nd year of the George Washington University. We congratulate all our graduates and join with you, their families and friends, to express our sincere pride in our graduates' achievements. In addition to greeting each of our graduates and celebrating their accomplishments this morning, we will also honor faculty excellence in graduate mentoring. To begin our ceremony, each year we invite our graduate degree recipients to nominate a member of the faculty to speak on this occasion. This year's faculty speaker is Catherine Anderson, Assistant Professor and Director of Graduate Studies in the Interior Architecture program in the Corcoran School of the Arts and Design. Professor Anderson?
Thank you for the introduction, Dean Heap. I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for all the hard work you and the staff do, not only for the students, but for faculty as well. My dear graduates of 2023, congratulations. The etymology of the word stems from wishing one joy, and I can think of no other sentiment I would like to express to you on this wonderful occasion. Before I continue, I'd like to acknowledge the graduate students of the Interior Architecture program who are of such generous heart and spirit, as well as incredibly hardworking. They are the reason why I stand here before you. Could these fine students please stand up, and let's acknowledge them with a round of applause. As someone who teaches design, I admit that I tend to see much of life through the lens of design. When you start to examine life and all the myriad challenges we face, I hope I can convince you that the mindset of a designer is deeply rooted in human experiences we all share. When students first begin the design process, they tend to be timid and unsure. Who among us hasn't been intimidated by the start of something new? After all, how will the final design appear? We, at times, desperately want to know something we can't know just yet. Frequently, This looming uncertainty always makes its presence known, usually as doubt in one's inability and judgment. Doubt comes from the old French word to dread, fear, be afraid. What is to be done? The Japanese architect Tadao Ando discusses the power of intuition in the book Conversations with Students. No matter how much digitization broadens our thinking, it can never diminish the importance of an analog way of thinking based on human intuition. Design requires one to simultaneously consider and digest an endless variety of matters in order to make decisions. What transcends these concerns is intuition. Always use your five senses and take leaps of faith. Sir David Adjaye, the Ghanaian British architect of the National Museum of African American History and Culture located in DC, has commented on his own failure to trust his insights. He states, "The first 10 years, I was just building, just to understand what I was doing, and I didn't trust my intuition to produce." So, even if you might not have experience, even though you may be a bit unsure of yourself, remember not to underestimate the power of your intuition. You would think that my experience of learning, practicing, and teaching design has helped me guide students through design, but not in the ways you'd imagine. What if I told you that this knowledge is not always helpful when it comes to designing? What if I told you that the beginner's mind is the best place to start? Consider this. A true beginner has no preconceived notions about how or what something should be. As soon as you make assumptions, you're not being creative because you're not challenging what you already know. What is familiar must be questioned. Let go of preconceptions. Here's another way to imagine this. Try receiving something new in your hands while they're holding on to something else. You can't. In the same way, your preconceptions are the items you are grasping. When you let them go, you're ready to receive new ideas and thoughts. The questioning is supposed to unravel what you know, which can be a bit uncomfortable and destabilizing. But when we learn and evolve, this is actually where we need to be. This leads me to my next point. Embrace uncertainty. It's one of the first things I tell students when they start designing. You have to be comfortable with not knowing. Ambiguity seems to be the antithesis of what we, as experts and educators, should advocate. However, by exploring the unknown and trusting the process on ourselves, that's where possibilities dwell. When we train our minds to converge on one answer, we're denying ourselves the freedom to think divergently. There's definitely a time and place for convergent thinking, but when we look at the process of design in our own lives, we should try to cultivate a higher tolerance for uncertainty. Constraints, the lack of money, time, resources, appear to hold the designer back. We could all probably do more with more, right? Constraints are a means of deprivation, or are they really a source of creativity? Freddie Mercury of Queen explained how he wrote one particular song. Crazy little thing called love took me 5 or 10 minutes. I did that on the guitar, which I can't play for nuts. And in one way, it was quite a good thing because I was restricted, knowing only a few chords. It's a good discipline because I simply had to write within a small framework. I couldn't work through too many chords, and because of that restriction, I wrote a good song, I think. Let me provide a more extreme situation of working with constraints. Apollo 13, set to be the third lunar exploration, left Florida on April 11, 1970, with 3 astronauts. Little did they know that this mission would put their lives in the balance, as NASA engineers and flight controllers back in Houston were forced to go into crisis mode to bring them back safely, once the aircraft's oxygen tanks exploded following a routine procedure. Although one of the astronauts uttered the now famous phrase, "Houston, we've had a problem here," they encountered a plethora of them: low oxygen, freezing temperatures, little food and water, and, oh yes, how are we getting back to Earth? In addition to these life-threatening concerns was deadly carbon dioxide building up in the capsule. Using only the materials that the astronauts had available, engineers were able to devise a contraption that diminished CO2 levels and get them safely back. It all seemed unbelievable, but they prevailed. Whatever limitations you encounter, remember that constraints reduce the number of decisions to make. We're able to focus rather than considering a vast array of options, which can be overwhelming. Lastly, designers must approach their work with empathy. We care deeply about the human condition. I tell students that if you're not thinking about how people would interact or use a space, then you haven't really designed at all. Design, real design, is more than an Instagrammable image. It goes beyond function, needs, and requirements. It makes visible possibilities that were never imagined and brings joy, beauty, and delight. In short, good design, and by extension, good designers, connect with people emotionally. Cultivating this sensitivity is more than a soft skill, but also a study in self-awareness through the power of observation of ourselves and others. I'll end with a quote from one of my favorite writers, Dr. Maya Angelou. "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Wherever your path leads you, I hope you approach all you do with empathy." Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Anderson. Kimberly Gross, Vice Dean for Programs and Operations, will now present the award for excellence in the mentoring of master's students. Dean Gross?
The award for excellence in the mentoring of master's students is given to a faculty member nominated by the college graduate students. The 2022-2023 award is presented to Dr. Fran Button, Assistant Professor of Sociology. Dr. Buntman joined the faculty of the George Washington University in 2002. She serves as the Department of Sociology's Director of Graduate Studies and, until recently, as the Director of the Interdisciplinary Undergraduate Minor in Law and Society, which she helped to create. Graduate students in the master's program in criminology and sociology praise Dr. Buntman for her persistent encouragement, unwavering support, and healthy challenges. As more than one advisee noted, Dr. Buntman's thoughtful interaction with her students often begins with their first inquiries about graduate studies at GW. Before I even applied, one student recalled, she went the extra mile to explain the application process and even went beyond giving me specific guidance to GW, providing me information that will help me with all my applications. Once on campus, students were pleased to discover that Dr. Buntman brought the same level of enthusiasm and encouragement to the classroom. Students reported that they learned much about how to approach their own research projects and explore sociological connections in the world around us. Dr. Buntman, and they offered high praise for the attention she paid to them both within and outside of the classroom. I've never had the pleasure of working with a professor as caring and as exceptional as Dr. Buntman, one student remarked. She made sure to take an active interest in us, not only in my studies, but in me as a person, which makes her the best kind of mentor to students. Please join me in congratulating the winner of the 2022-2023 Award for Excellence in the Mentoring of Master's Students, Professor Fran Buntman.
Each spring, the college's graduate programs are invited to nominate an outstanding master's student who has evidenced exceptional scholarship to serve as student speaker at this celebration. The 2022-23 Distinguished Master's Degree Scholar is Amrita Graywall. A 2016 graduate of the University of California, Santa Barbara, with a degree in biological sciences, Amrita joined the Master of Arts program in Speech-Language Pathology in fall 2021, after working as a behavioral therapist in Michigan. She decided to undertake this program of study and an eventual career as a speech-language pathologist in order to help autistic children better communicate with their parents. While at GW, Amrita completed a master's thesis that examines whether disgust contributes to picky eating in autistic adults. Her hope is that this research will provide healthcare professionals with another route for intervening and improving health outcomes for autistic adults, who are often underrepresented in published autism research. As Amrita worked on her thesis, she impressed faculty members in the Department of Speech, Language, and Hearing Sciences not only with her willingness to take on new tasks in areas in which she had limited experience or expertise, but also with her level of detail, inquisitive nature, and ability to adjust her plan as needed. Serving as one of 2 student representatives on her department's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, Amrita helped shape the department's inaugural year-end DEI celebration by co-organizing an art show featuring artists with communication disabilities and differences. She has also volunteered with speech-language pathologists in the local area to develop a training program for mental health professionals who work with clients with aphasia, a disorder that impairs the ability to use and/or understand language due to stroke or other injury to the brain. Please welcome Amrita Grewal.
Good morning, family, friends, faculty, fellow graduates, and of course the person who sacrificed everything for me to be here, my mom. It is an honor to be speaking here today. As I was writing this speech and reflecting on my past 2 years here at the George Washington University, I realized how difficult it was to find something common to all of our experiences here at GW. We all had different paths to graduate school, took different courses, and sought out different internship and job opportunities. But there's one thing I'm pretty confident we can all relate to. I'm sure each and every one of us took a final or joined a class over Zoom in pajama pants. I'm also sure most of us struggled trying to balance coursework with having a social life, exploring DC, maintaining the important relationships in our lives, and maybe an existential crisis or 2. Like most of you, I tried to make the most of every opportunity available at GW. As a speech-language pathology student, I was lucky to have passionate professors who were clear about their openness and willingness to support us. As time went on and I learned more about the field, I had questions that turned into more questions, that turned into many, many more questions. Sorry again to my professors. My time here at GW has taught me the value of thinking critically, being curious, and asking questions when you don't know the answer. When we're curious, we come to understand different perspectives. When we're curious, we engage with people that don't look or sound like us. When we're curious, we expand our knowledge and skills. Curiosity helps us learn and grow. I encourage all of you to embrace curiosity in your own lives. By doing so, I believe everyone here has the opportunity to create a brighter future for ourselves and our community. My professors at GW regularly encouraged me to be curious about how to better serve my clients, build capacity, and increase access to services. Last year, I had a client with a language impairment that made it hard for them to express their ideas when talking. I thought this client would benefit from mental health support, but I was concerned that their language impairment would be a barrier to those services. After hours of searching, I had not found any mental health providers in the DC area who advertise that they work with people with communication difficulties. So I asked my professor about how I could better help my client. As it turns out, this gap in mental health resources is commonly experienced, and there's a widespread lack of those resources for clients with communication difficulties. Within a few weeks, my professor began connecting me with other speech-language pathologists in the DC area who wanted to form a partnership with mental health professionals to address the gap in care for individuals with language impairments. Within a few months, we trained future mental health professionals in GW Psychology Department, and we're now expanding to offer training for established mental health professionals in the DC area. It all started with that one question to my professor and a willingness to reach out and make connections. Because of my experiences here at GW, I take comfort in knowing that I'm leaving with more than just a degree and extra letters to add to my name. My education at GW taught me much more than just how to be a speech-language pathologist. It taught me how to be curious, how to be more empathetic and compassionate, how to adapt, and how to best advocate for my clients. I'm grateful that my education at GW has given me skills that will apply not only in my work, but throughout my life. And I'm grateful to have been surrounded by faculty and peers who seek to make a difference in our field. The thing about graduate school is that it pushes us out of our comfort zone and into new opportunities, encourages us to take risks, and develops our ability to relate to one another. Over the last few years, we've all worked hard, and we should be proud of all that we've achieved in the classroom and in ourselves. But it's important to remember that while we've come a long way, this is just the beginning. The reality is that holding a graduate degree and being a professional is being in a position of power. And we have the opportunity, the responsibility, to use it to make a difference. As we move forward, I would like to challenge each and every one of us to use our education for the greater good, to be curious about the things we don't know, and to be curious about how things could be better, to seek opportunities to continue learning from and serving our communities, to make a positive impact, and to be a force for change in our world. Graduates of the class of 2023, congrats. We did it.
Thank you, Amrita. A number of our graduates have been selected to receive special awards, prizes, or honors. Let me call your attention to the names of the awardees who are listed on the inside of your program. At this time, we would like to recognize the notable accomplishments and talents of all our graduates by first asking all the departmental awardees and prize winners who are listed in the program to please stand and remain standing. Prize winners, please stand. Now I would like to ask anyone who obtained a grant or remain standing. Anyone who obtained a grant or fellowship, published an article, or gave a conference presentation to stand and join these graduates. Next, those of you who finished a thesis or a capstone project, completed a portfolio, gave a performance, or presented your work in an exhibition. Those who took a comprehensive exam, completed clinical training, participated in an internship, conducted an experiment, or finished any paper, exam, or special project, please stand as well. You have each participated in the intellectual life of the college, enriching our community with your unique experiences, knowledge, and creativity. Guests, please join me in saluting the remarkable achievements of the graduating class of 2023. Congratulations, and please be seated. It is now our pleasure to introduce, one by one, the members of our graduating class. As Dean Walbeck takes his place in front of the stage, let me begin with some instructions for our guests and our graduates. Guests, the graduates will be introduced program by program in an order that may not necessarily follow the listing in the guide for today's celebration, so please listen for the announcement of your graduate's degree program. Graduates, most of you have a name pronunciation QR code on your phone, or you received a white card with a QR code at check-in. Please pull up that code or get that white card ready and be prepared to scan it as you move onto the platform so that your name can be announced. Those who received a yellow card with your name on it at check-in should be prepared to scan your QR code and hand the code to Professor Frank Sesno, who will announce your name. As you cross the stage to be greeted by Dean Walbeck, please note that he's happy to greet each of you in the manner that you prefer. When you meet on stage, simply extend your hand for a shake, stick out your elbow or fist for a bump, or nod your head in cordial greeting. Guests and graduates, in order that none of the names of our honorees get lost, we ask that you withhold your applause until all the graduates have been presented, at which time we will join together to salute the entire class. At this time, I ask the designated members of the faculty to please step forward and introduce their program's graduates to our guests.
Representing American Studies, Dara Orenstein.
Shaylin Frazier. Mallory Gwynn McGovern. Brooke C. Norton. Abby Nicole Schulte. Shaylin Frazier.
Representing Translational Sciences, Nicole Duvall.
Tiana Penny Whiteley. Colleen Eleanor Small. Tiana Penny Whiteley. Giovanni Peralta. Giovanna Aragon.
Representing Anthropology, Chet Sherwood.
Nika Bakhtiar. Anna C. Sermon. Denali J. Graham. Tara Christine Jennings. Terrence Joseph New. Ananya Sharma. Tidra Thompson. Adrian Retzloff.
Representing Human Paleobiology, Dr. Brenda Bradley.
Haley Shaw Bilmoria. Veronica Kulik. Sims McNabb Patton.
Ansa McGrath.
Colleen M. Buckley. Madison E. Hillegas. Claire Laverne.
Representing Applied Economics, Joseph Cordes. Justin Debs.
Ione Marie Quinn.
Cheng Peng Hui.
Lindsay Youngberg. Sophia Tahir Mir. Andrew J. Durer. Reem Marzouk Al-Harbi. Amal Nahar Al-Harbi.
Wabda Abdullah.
Anthony Lyle Israelson. Bethsaida Adane Afework. Toyosi Ojo. Adewale Adebayo Agunbiade Maye.
Representing Art Therapy, Professor Heidi Bardo.
Deanna E. Nash. Nicole Elizabeth Baldino. Marissa C. Kemmerling. Brianna Eisenberg. Lena J. Townsell. Sair K. Lazaro. Valeria C. Eads. Julia Kim. Caitlin Ann Rosano.
Chelsea Baxter.
Mariana Oliveira Esteves. Lara Mahan. Vinay Hatcher. Hannah E. Bowen. Isabel M. Gordon. Lorna V. Varney. Lorna V. Varney. Mindy Kaylin Van Wart. Carly M. Sheppacarter.
Anna Hailstone.
Serene Jaudet.
Christopher Foran. So Young Lee. Representing Biochemistry and Molecular Medicine, Manjari Dimri.
Vu Nguyen. Gezachu Andwalam Demesi. Aradhna Chandra. Shagupta Afrin Buyan.
Jane Yulianova. Emily Pennington.
Ja Yu. Hovhannes Arestikezian. Kwan Hong Chan, Jordan Ashley Waldenwider,
Junya Lee. From Biological Sciences, Jimmy Saw.
Melody G. Weber, Jacqueline Elise Fiore, Caitlin S. DeCara, Jocelyn Marquez, Chloe Shaw,
Daivat Jingesh Raval.
Armando J. Garcia, Yuan Je He, Anan Zhao,
Representing Chinese Language and Culture, Liana Chen.
Veronica Lewis, Sophie Lamb,
Department of Communication Management.
Andrash Levai, Shulhan Rumaru,
Shisan Yuan. Representing Corcoran Art History, Mika Natif.
Catherine Sophia Sullivan, Shay O'Neill,
Mary Bay Prince. Ayman Hassan. Margot Reed Silverstein. Representing Museum Studies, Laura Schiavo.
Kirsten Laclede, Catherine Prinky, Danielle Taylor Crivello, Melissa A. Saraceno, Natalie Grace Cote, Grace Bautista,
Leanne Spear.
Gabriela Rios Villegas, Taylor N. Bryan, James K. Sanford, Alana Felicia Stolnitz, Maria V. Sotomayor de la Cruz, Amy Goodpaster Strebe, Jordan Manjafrida, Hannah K. Spearing, Patience Annie Laurie Thompson, Megan A. McIntyre, Megan Nguyen, Madeline Sharon Mungo, Matthew Spencer Lynch. Ciara M. Coward. Joseph Ingram. Sophia Claire Kaminsky. Margaret McKenna Harris. Emma Olivia Cieslick. Alyssa Ann Barilati. Carly Winifred Herod. Caroline I. Barnes. Catherine Eugenie Herdalendi. Phoebe A. Stuckey. Diego Keenan Mountain. Kaylee Titor. Alexandra Victoria Erpenbach. Rachel Marie Yackel. Lauren Nicole Anderson. Emma M. Tanner. Haley Michael. Alexandra Bullhauer. Samantha Spiller. Michaela Bett Ferrara. Lauren C. Hall.
Representing New Media Photojournalism, Susan Sterner.
Eliza Tan. Hauran Wu.
Kate Woods.
Kara Taylor. James Mertz.
Caroline Eaton.
Peter Effrier.
William Allen Duprat.
Yizhou Shen.
Classical Act.
Kiana Alexis Johnson. Sherry Nina Wilson. Saron A. Araya.
Representing Fine Arts, James Sham.
Alan Lee Davenport. Diana Pedich. Ali Lauren Collier.
Representing Corcoran Interaction Design Exhibition, Kevin Patton.
Timothy Michael Guy Jr. Sarah Michelle Boko Coloma. Danielle Catherine Hess. Zhang Long. Ziwei Chen. Obina Yu Esekwesili.
Representing Interior
Thornton
Architecture,
Ling. Ziwei Chen.
Erin Speck.
Margaret J. Williams. Mackenzie Silk. Danielle DeSole Lee. Isabel M. Duclos. Julia G. Winnie. Salma Mohammed A. Al-Hazemi. Ruzana Petrosian. Allison Camborian. Su-Rin Chung. Kayan Anna Helso. Sandra Tamayo Hartz. Cherish Joy Charles. Stephen Mayan. Rebecca Lauren Friedman.
Charlotte Witherspoon.
Ashley Stidham.
Elida Sakali.
Tegan Nicole Olivia Smith.
Diana Carolina Galvez Blanco.
Aitan Muradzadeh.
Maria del Carmen Montaya, representing Social Practice Arts.
Christina Ann Villadolid. Vanessa Chen.
Representing Data Science, Edwin Lowe.
Akshat Saini. Ishan Kuchru. Suhas Puravala. Mrilalini Devaneni. Kartik A. Jain. Siddharth Das. Varun R. Shah. Himangi Kinger. Ricardo Diaz Pantoja. Lydia Teinfalt. Elise Claire Roberts Scruggs. Sahara Echo Ensley. Chiameziam Oguayo.
Brandon Chin.
Mina Hana. Mohammed Maz. Angelina Rosalie Olson. Pavani Jagadish Samala. Sara Sanchez. Nusrat Naushin. Oshemesan Solomon Ehilen. Mata Barkordarian. Atharva Haldankar. Johnny Walker Blue. Huang He. Shaylin Frazier. Abby Tidra Thompson.
Young Li Shi. Ricky Lee.
Andrew J. Durer.
Zihan Yi.
Sair K. Lazaro.
Haiyan Yuan. Chang Ho Zhang.
Serene Jadat.
Yuan Dang. Chao Rong Jing. Ai Han Yu. Lu Yu Ko. Shui Yi Yu.
Jeremiah T. Ogunla. Nate Ehat. Sagar Tripathi. Pranay Bhaktula. Grishmanjali Bendlamudi. Asish Kumari Marisetti. Rakshith Redialeti. Rohan Tekaneth. Venkata Gangadhar Naveen Palaka. Reha Priyadarsini Manikandisamy. Adina A. Dingunkar. Anuradha Satish Titke. Priya Jani.
Representing English, Holly Dugan.
Shannon Elizabeth Potter. Morgan T. Atherton.
Francisca Swinson. Representing Environmental and Green Chemistry, John Holston Miller. Rel Yu from English.
Ji-Young Chen. Jared Fopel. Kirsten Renee Turner. Sophia Weinberg. Sarah Fu Dan Lyon.
Representing the Department of History, Tom Long.
Megan Marie Kazmarsik.
Daniel Roger Palmer. Erica Cloutier. Daniel Roger Palmer. Devin Christian Brecking Knowlton. Thomas Leland Tripp.
David Suha.
Adam Edward Bienick.
Representing forensic psychology, Andrew Moskowitz.
Molly Margaret Henson. Sophia Murray Trullier. Madison E. Click. Megan Teresa Marino. Amanda Walker. Elizabeth Page Cronin. Kayla Nicole Baskin. Haley N. Yanez. Michaela Richardson. Brooke Olivia Robertson. McKenna A. Kidd. Mackenzie Russ. Melanie Marie Helvick. Taylor Ann Seaman. Jamie Morgan Ryan. Kathleen R. Forsyth. Rachel E. Burgett. Shaylin Murphy Archer. Haley M. Babbitt. Isabella Sheremeteff. Natalie Taylor. Lindsay Karen Resnick. Megan Khalife. Sarah Jasinski. Sarah Teakin. Julia Icavello. Lexi Weinstein. Tianyu Liang. Emma Yuli Deutz. Rice Hartsaw. Emily L. Jaffer.
Bethany Zach.
Carolina Kretschmer. Lauren E. Jones. Danielle Nicole Flores. Kelsey Elizabeth Troughton. Aaron Gregory Kilajian. Ashley Buckland. Georgia Baltimore. Carly M. Schiller. Christabel Sophie Briens Calderon. Erica Boak. Jessica McCracken. Mary Elizabeth Armentrout.
Representing the Department of Geography, Marie Price. Alex Hall.
Claire Margaret Cantrell. London G. Bowers. Gabrielle Lauren Moreau. Katie Madeline Mayo.
Caroline Van Hook.
Maxwell Owusu. Alexander A. McDonald. Ivana Astrid Maury Mora. Sarah Fatima. Rachel Saltzman. Catherine Hamilton Landers. Fox Fund Palium.
Representing Forensic Sciences, Daniele Podini.
Xiaofeng Zhang. Kyra Goldfarb. Sterling Constantine Charisse. Nicole Sanderson. Shelby Ann Rife. Taylor N. Thomas. Maria Andrade. Rebecca Perino. Bailey Bobzine. David L. Sharabani. Madeline Bloom. Wyona Tran. Volda Birago Apiakusi. Diana Lay. Michael Alfonso Cosgrove. Alexandra Schwartz. Marina Jordan Matalon. Isabella Sarah George. Caitlin Scally. Norma Yasmin Cruz. Areli J. Parra Lopez. Paige O. Hawkins. Pooja Patel. Paige O. Hawkins. Pooja Callie Freeze.
Representing Islamic Studies, Muhammad Fakfuri. Atar Anis.
Samira Hosseini Nami.
Representing Mathematics, Joel Lewis.
Stephanie Tilniak.
Brandon Fitzpatrick. Representing the School of Media and Public Affairs, Sean Ade.
Kendall S. Jones. Valentina Barahona Canales. Lisette Gonzalez Romero. Nicole Yaden Smith.
Cameron Theodore Nelson.
Alexis Searfoss. Amani R. Boyce.
No.
Shula Chen. Rebecca A. McAdoo. Carla Daniela Ramirez. Laura Francesca Marie Scambri Sant. Madeline S. Dwyer. Kari Armster. Lina Ahmed Al-Shagdali. Madeline Elizabeth Stallworth. Samantha Victoria Ostwald. Madeline Margaret Sell. Skylar Pereira. Ainoa Marcos Camps. Kate Lancaster. Melanie Louise Gosens.
Yael Velvel.
Sophie Kaler. Olivia M. Bridges.
William Hayes.
Lexus L. Cole. Abube Brian Oji. Isabel Rose Angeli. Georgina P. Mierov. Sarah Jester. Samuel L. Belsky. Isabel Karen Schmaler. Mackenzie McManaman.
Representing Organizational Science, Mary Lee.
Kaylee Seville. Marianne Francis Bujacich. Andrea Cilliers. Ann Kelly. Mei Meng Shi.
Shaylin Frazier.
Shuning Sun.
Mallory Gwynn McGovern.
Jonathan Trailer. Derek Davis. Caitlin Messen Kessel.
Sangavi Kupasamy. Simrat Malhotra.
Jennifer Avelia Perez. Madison Ray Romero.
Representing Philosophy and Social Policy, Eric Seidel.
Catherine Elizabeth Yenzer. Shayna Rose Federico. Olivia Joanna West. Logan Brodner. Patrick Holt. Clayton Walker Eggleston. Carter Allen. Kelly Ryerson. Taylor A. Smith. Anu Sani, Serene Abdullah Kebe,
Representing political science, Ingrid Krappel.
Emily Elaine Smith, Gabriel Corrado Kelly, Ariana Rojas, Jordan Levi Day, Shima Mugabo, Abigail Marie Sweeney,
Representing sociology and criminology, Hillary Silver.
Brianna Monique Anderson,
Go ahead.
Raina Lane Hackett, Rebecca Ugechi Amadi, Calvina A. Coleman, Brooke Carol Axelrod, Victoria Christine Tenzi, Sitlali Moda Gutierrez,
Representing speech, language pathology, Adrian Hancock.
Susan Abudaya, Elizabeth Kim, Alexis Elaine Gelasio Lapid, Samantha Alejandra Ramirez Ardone, Megan C. Stoddard, Hunter Murchison, Caroline Ventor, Julia Muller, Ashley Haber, Abigail Hope Dempsey, Teresa Manganello, Shannon Claire Spezio, Amrita Graywall, Daria Hodadust, Hannah Catherine Garvey, Kayla Marie Larmore, Sarah Catherine Rankin, Sydney Rose Ellis, Sophie C. Nelson, Alexandra Reese Winkler, Alexandra Eileen Hennelly, Jillian Grace Bartholomew, Sarah Nyden, Emily M. Panyard, Alexandra C. Purdy, Maddie Bartels, Katie Darty, Abigail Earnhardt, Samantha Marie Aquino, Emily Ann Chenard, Gianna Roby. Susanna Wasson. Brianna Alexa Bruni. Kristen L. Mitchell. Abigail Drabick. Emma Irene Metzler. Bronwyn Lowe. Allison Cecil. Helena Lozich. Thomas Huber.
Go ahead.
Mackenzie Krim. Emily Mills Lefebvre.
Go.
Molly Bame. Nadia Gordon. Amina Ispahani.
Go ahead. Yep.
Emily M. Zistros.
Ready? Go ahead.
Ashley T. Rubalcaba.
Go ahead.
Catherine A. Nathan.
Stephanie Maurice.
Shay Gilmartin. Taylor E. Zack. Rachel Kaplan.
Good morning.
Nadine Sufyan Rollins.
Representing statistics, Tapan Nayak.
Cooper M. Atkins. Caroline T. Krall. Anlan Chen.
It's okay.
Zushin Ren. Tianli Wang. Zibo Hong. Bo Win Yang. Nuo Ma. Keelan Rose Arsenault. Laura Liliana Moreno Herrera. Juhyun J. Ham.
Representing environmental policy, Rachel Emis.
Olivia Burson. Allison Jo Horwich. Emma Rohrig. Morgan Riedel. Chandler Edwards Kuchera. Karsten Kopf. Addison Braver Walsh. Mangzul Sengabater. Catherine Morgan. Amanda June Windley. Maggie Catherine McBride. Alexander Rami Mahmood. Allison Regal Wolverton.
Madhu Subramanian.
Sarah Rachel Peluso. Lorenzo Chinali. Alexander Bradlaff Wolf. Berkeley Battis Lane. Grace Jean Wofford.
Representing Public Administration, Christopher Kerrigan.
Kendra Elizabeth Wood. Sophia Christine Padron. Jose Agustin Cajar. Thadi Adel Tawadros. Zoe Helene Eberstadt Beatty. Amanda Schechter Malikoff. Ryan Lewis Greenstein. Catherine Ann Morrissey. Benjamin H. Whitehead. Colin Cutney. Janina Clarice Talamayan. Noelle Dubois. Samantha T. Pabley. Megan Melissa Johnson. Emily Ann Broda. Michelle Dobin. Cotter Comer Moyudin. Taryn G. Potter. Georgie Pierre. Gabrielle Sosa. Emily Barber. Rachel Teplitsky. Alyssa Lynn Weiner Sandler. Anthony King. Catherine M. DeGeorge. Hannah Yoon Borison. Emma J. Weiss. Zoe L. Tillett.
Kelly Marie Marks.
Nalia Medina. Menon Gizau. Lena Thompson. Autumn Thompson. Anna Pellish. Maggie Graves. Brady Garrett Missustin. David Brandt Trimmer. Caitlin Taylor. Haley Carol Fisher. Jane Sarnacki Collins. Nora Jade Smith. Kenneth Stibler. Ramsey I. Rodriguez Vergara.
Representing Master of Public Policy, Anil Nathan. Said public policy. Public Administration.
Michaela Brown. Arian Renaudin. Imari Thornhill. Megan V. Smith.
Awesome.
Pooja Chakraborty.
It'll say it on the screen.
Sarah Elizabeth Scott. Sabrina Ruth Steinhauer.
Sarah Melody Fritz.
Kristen Ashley McCauley. Jamie Millar Moore.
Mamatha Alad.
Lauren Elizabeth Olcott. Alexis Anacama. Kathleen Glory Torres Johansson. Marissa R. Brock. Skylar Elizabeth Wynn. Malka Barrow. Adrian Elizabeth Rogers. Angel Griffin.
Julia Vanilla. Ariel Jonah.
Emily Schneider.
Go ahead.
Mary Elizabeth Martalata. Richa Zirath. Lisa Lai. Leisha Goyle. Anisha Sani. Madeline L. Doe. Evan Lynette. Stephen Kofi. Danielle Mariah Gardner. Lindsay Jin Lee Gooden. Brandon P. Stoll. Ramsey Roslin. Panawata Yanaputra. Yao Quen Shen. Nershad Olimovich Nurkalov. Esnold Jure. Esnold Jure. Jordan Smith.
Elizabeth Linderbaum.
Patrick James Ream.
Alex W. Borkholder.
Tyler Amel Lewis. Zoe Cameron Prince.
Hannah Elizabeth Lambalot.
Rebecca Durango. Elena D. Williams.
Quinn McConnell.
Giovanni Ligori.
Andres de la Torre Perez. Nahid Pyman Fitzgerald. Aida O. Wolde Georges.
Representing Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies, Sabrina Curtis.
Carly Michon. Martha Yesidaneska Soai. Michelle Miso Choi. Zachary Evan Larkin. Maya Vela. Allison Laura Torres. Emily Florence Grimm. Dominique A. Strawn Turner. Kyle David Cafino. Emma M. Wasserman. Christopher D. Whirl. Julia Lynette Montiel.
Carlton Taylor.
Jennifer Rodriguez.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. Thank you, and please be seated. It's now my pleasure to call upon the Dean of the Columbian College of Arts and Sciences, Paul Walbeck, to deliver his charge to the graduating class. As the leader of the university's largest academic unit, Dean Walbeck is committed to expanding learning and research opportunities to ensure excellence and opportunity for all our students. Dean Walbeck, I am pleased to present to you the Columbian College of Arts and Sciences Class of 2023.
Hello, graduates, and congratulations. Well, you did it. And all of us up here on the stage and sitting in the bleachers are immensely proud of you. There you have it. I've had the privilege of meeting some of you in person during your time here at GW, and let me just say, I'm humbled by your talent and passion, and thankful for the part that we've played in helping you get here today. Your hard work and dedication have paid off, and now the next phase of your life begins. As you go out into the world, remember you're not alone. In addition to your family and friends, many of whom are here today, you're part of our Columbian College community that includes faculty and a global network of alumni who are ready to support you during your journey ahead. When I was a student, the commencement speaker made a comment that has stuck with me throughout the years. It was about the value of an education, how it cannot be measured today, or even a year, or perhaps 5 years from now. It's measured and reassessed and re-energized across a lifetime of professional, personal, and communal experience. Your time here, your coursework, lab experiments, creative endeavors, classmates and professors, these are long-term relationships and experiences that you'll continue to draw upon from now. I recently attended my college reunion and have been reflecting a lot on what those years as a student meant to me. My deep friendships, my faculty mentors, one of whom encouraged me to pursue a PhD rather than attend law school, formed the guideposts of my life. And even my mistakes during those years were necessary components to help me on my path. Having plotted my course earlier in college, I chose to ignore my faculty mentors' advice and pursued a law degree. But I don't view those years of study as a waste. The experience piqued my interest in Supreme Court decision-making, which eventually led me from a law job to where I belonged, a career in academia, teaching and researching. Which leads me to my next point. The common thread that is woven through the fabric of an engaged liberal arts education is its inherent agility to move you into a variety of professional endeavors. We're not about teaching skills that might be obsolete a few years from now. Rather, you, as graduates of the arts and sciences, are steeped in competencies that every scientist, every lawyer, every corporate executive, artist, entrepreneur, educator, and yes, even the folks in Silicon Valley want and need. The ability to reason, to think critically, communicate effectively, and make evidence-based decisions. These are highly valued skills that will help you climb the career ladder. Even with the advent of AI technology, there will always be a need for human connectivity, emotion, perspective, creativity, reasoning, and the ability to think outside the box. You have those skills. Look at all you've already accomplished and experienced. You've written musical compositions, helped solve complex policy puzzles, worked in community clinics, interned on the Hill and at NIH, looked deeply into the cells and the stars to explore scientific mysteries, and offered new insights on our evolutionary past, our political present, and our environmental future. The success of our alumni is reflective of where an engaged liberal arts education can lead. Our graduates have developed new medicines, helped veterans with PTSD, directed award-winning movies, launched billion-dollar tech companies, started nonprofit foundations, and created pathways to a sustainable future. They, like you, chose GW because they wanted to be part of a culturally vibrant, politically active, and diverse community in the heart of the nation's capital. They, like you, chose to embrace challenge and find innovative ways to impact lives and create positive change in both small and big ways. When I was growing up, our country had been rocked by assassinations, a divisive war, civil unrest, and Watergate. You're graduating into a world that is also rife in conflict and division, but don't ever think that you can't make a difference. I'm reminded of the words spoken by Robert Kennedy 5 decades ago during the turbulent 1960s, but still relevant today. He said, and I quote, "Let no one be discouraged by the belief there is nothing one person can do against the enormous array of the world's ills. Few will have the greatness to bend history, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events, and in the total of all those acts will be written the history of a generation." Graduates, you can be part of writing that history. Go change the world. We've given you the building blocks. Use them. Allow your dreams to take shape, unfettered and unbounded. Be guided by your passion, your creative instinct, and your ability to be problem solvers. The pandemic was a wake-up call, a transformational moment in our history, one that made us all think beyond ourselves, to be more aware of what's going on in our communities, in our courts, and in our legislatures. This is not the time to rest on your laurels and stay on the sidelines. Go out and be movers and shakers, the healers, thinkers, and doers. You are smart, innovative young people who are ready to soar and create positive change. Thank you for letting us be a part of your journey here at GW. We look forward to staying in touch, and in the years ahead, perhaps you'll mentor a student, volunteer your time with your program, or give to scholarships that open doors for others to pursue their dreams. Class of 2023, I wish you all the best in the exciting adventures ahead. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Walbeck. Graduates, when you head to the National Mall for commencement this Sunday, please remember to wear your Columbian College medal. And when Dean Walbeck introduces you to the president of the university, I trust that you will let everyone in Washington know that you're present. And I want to say, actually a parenthetical, Columbian College gets introduced first, and we always do a kind of like, ah. And all of the other smaller schools get introduced later and make a lot more noise. So make a lot of noise. I'd like to extend a sincere note of thanks to those who helped make today special for all of our graduates, including the staff in the Dean's office, especially the Office of Graduate Studies, the staff here in the Smith Center, and Professor Frank Sesno, who introduced each of our graduate programs, faculty greeters, and more of our students than he expected to. A quick reminder to our guests, as you prepare to leave the building, please be mindful of your safety and that of your party. You'll be exiting onto a busy street full of city traffic. Rather than lingering for photos and greetings nearby, we recommend that you meet up with your graduates in Kogan Plaza, the open area that you'll find across the street on the other side of Gelman Library. To close our program, we ask everyone to join in the singing of GW's alma mater, led by Robert Baker, Associate Professor of Music. You'll find the lyrics on the back page of your program. And then immediately following the alma mater, this year's distinguished Master's Scholar, Amrita Graywall, will come forward and accept the school pennant from Dean Walbeck. This symbolic act signifies the conveyance of knowledge from one generation to the next. Ms. Graywall will then lead the platform party and faculty from the arena. We will appreciate your kindness in remaining in your places until the conclusion of the program, when the Dean's Party, the faculty, and our graduates have left the arena. Now, please rise for the alma mater.
And I do invite you to make a mighty noise now in singing your alma mater with me. Hail, alma mater, to thy spirit guiding, knowledge thy closest friend, in its strength abiding, pledge with fidelity, nearest place resigning. Hail thee, George Washington.